Good morning, dear children. Today we will discuss with the new term dry cell. So already we have started the chapter current electricity. I have explained you about the term current electricity, the electrons, electric circuit, okay, and the direction of the flow of current and the flow of electrons. So these things we have discussed I discussed in the last class. Now today we will come to the cell. So before we go to the term battery, first of all let us understand about the term cell. Now cell is a source of electric current, is one of the source of electric current, and the combination of cells forms battery. And how you denote cell is, you can denote cell by one long vertical line and one short vertical line, which is positive and negative. Okay, one long vertical line or the short vertical line represents a cell, and the combination of cells forms a battery. So this is one cell, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means one cell, two cell, three cell, four cells. So this combination of cells will form as a battery. So this is the symbol of a cell, and these are the symbol of a battery. Instead of writing battery, we can write on the symbol. Okay. Now about the cell. So though a cell is the source of electric current, now there are two types of cells. One is the primary cell, other one is a secondary cell. Now primary cell are those cells in which their action gets over, or the chemical reaction gets over, then we will throw it away. It is of no use. Okay, example, you take the battery of a torch, the battery which is used in a remote control, the battery which use it in a toy cars, small children they play. Okay, so that means these are the cells. Okay, and once you use this cell, okay, and when their action gets over, or when their chemical reaction gets over, then again you have to replace a new cell. That means you cannot use again and again. So these are the primary cells. So primary cells are those cells in which can be used again and again. So after using, you will throw it away. You can discard it. Similarly, secondary cells. Secondary cells are those cells which we can use again and again. After the chemical reaction gets over also, they can be recharged. Okay, they can be recharged from the other source of electricity and can be used again. Example, a mobile battery. With the battery which are present in the mobile, okay, that mobile it operates, it runs, and when the battery gets over, or when the battery comes down, you will recharge it. And once you recharge it, then again the chemical energy gets stored in the battery. Okay, so here what happens is that now these are the secondary cells. So secondary cells can be used again and again after their action, or after the chemical reaction gets over. So example, you can take a car battery. The car battery also you can recharge it. Even the mobile battery, this can be recharged. Okay, so these are the secondary cells. And some of the batteries are also are used which can be rechargeable. Okay, there is one device is there, which is a recharging device. You will find it, or you will get it. So in that recharge instrument device, you can recharge the battery also. In some of the battery which we use in a torchlight, or in a remote control, or in a toys also, some of the batteries they can be recharged. But those batteries or those cells which can be recharged, they are known as the secondary cell. Okay, so remember that the secondary cells can be used again and again, they can be recharged, whereas the primary cell cannot be used again and again, and they cannot be recharged. So once the chemical reaction gets over, you will discard it away. Okay, so these are the primary and secondary cell. Now today we will come to the dry cell. Now this dry cell was discovered by a French scientist, Georges Leclanche, in 1865. Okay, so now this dry cell when we consider dry cell, now let us come to the construction and the working of a dry cell. Now the dry cell you can use in a battery also. Okay, though it is the name dry cell is given, but though it is not dry. Okay, it is not dry. This cells only it is not comparatively dry. Okay, some liquid electrolyte is present in that cell. It's not though the name is dry cell, but it's not completely dry. Some liquid electrolyte is present in the cell. Okay. Now let us consider this a dry cell. Now this is the diagram of a cell. Okay. Now in this cell, now there are some points are here. Now the first one is here. This is a carbon rod. The middle one is the carbon rod, which act as a positive electrode. Okay, this carbon rod act as a positive electrode. Then other one is here, this side, the outer part, a zinc electrode. This is a zinc plating electrode, which is present on the outer side. Now this part is the outer side of the cell, and this is the inner side of the cell. When you observe, when you see the cell, the inner part of the cell, the inside you will find all these things. But the outside it is covered with some metallic with some metals or some metallic things. It is covered. Okay, so the outer part, that is zinc electrode. This is the zinc electrode. The middle one is the carbon rod. Okay, and between this carbon rod, okay, it is surrounded by powdered carbon and magnesium dioxide mixture. So it is surrounded by this carbon rod is surrounded by the powdered carbon and MnO2 means magnesium dioxide mixture. Then again on this side, okay, there is a paste of ammonium chloride. This is NaCl I have written here. This is ammonium chloride paste. Okay, this side is ammonium chloride paste. This one is the powdered carbon and magnesium dioxide mixture. This one is the carbon rod zinc electrode. Okay, and the upper portion, this one of a cell act as a positive terminal, and the base of the cell act as a negative terminal. Okay, now this is about the dry cell. Now this dry cell, now it consists of a cylinder. The entire part is a cylindrical zinc container. It is a cylinder. It is in the shape of a cylinder like this. Okay, so you have seen the battery. Okay, so in a battery, it's always in cylindrical shape. So it consists of a cylindrical zinc container. Entire one is the cylindrical zinc container. Okay, and carbon rod is present in the middle. So inside, at the middle of this container, there is a carbon rod, and this carbon rod is surrounded by a cloth bag. There is a cloth here. Okay, which is filled with a mixture of powdered carbon and magnesium dioxide. Okay, now this entire portion is placed. Okay, this carbon rod and this the cloth bag, which is filled with a carbon this one mixture of magnesium dioxide. Okay, magnesium dioxide and the powdered carbon. So all these are placed in a container. So that means this is the outer part is a zinc container, and inside we place this one. Everything is placed inside. That means the carbon rod is placed inside it. Okay. Then after that, a bag containing a mixture of powdered carbon and magnesium dioxide mixture. Okay. All these are placed here. And also the space which has been present between these. Okay, the space outside this is filled with a jelly-like substance known as ammonium chloride paste. So here also at the outer, this part is filled with the ammonium chloride paste. So there are some chemicals are present here. It is filled with the ammonium chloride paste. It is filled with a mixture of carbon and the magnesium dioxide. Okay, powdered magnesium dioxide, powdered carbon. And this is the carbon rod. So all these are placed inside the zinc container. These are placed inside a zinc container. Okay, so when they are placed inside a zinc container, then after that, now when this entire container or this entire cell or a battery, this entire cell, when it is connected with a circuit. Okay, when it is connected with a circuit means some wire, bulb. Okay. then what will happen is that now the current will flow from positive terminal of the cell towards the negative terminal of the cell. Always we know that the current flows from positive to negative, whereas the electron flows from negative to terminal. So now this is now here there is a circuit. Now this is the cell. Now cell is connected with a circuit here. There is a bulb here, okay, and this is a wire here. It is just connected with a wire. Okay, and when you take a bulb, on the top of it you keep a bulb here. Okay, you keep a bulb and you take a wire, one end of the wire you connect at the negative terminal, and again another end of the wire is connected with the bulb here. Okay, and when you connect it, what will happen? The bulb glows. That means the bulb glows means because what happens here? The chemical reaction, that means the chemical energy which are stored in this cell will be converted into electrical energy. Okay, and this process, the chemical reaction which are taking place inside this cell is very slow. So therefore, this cell will last for a long time. Example, okay, like you can take a torchlight battery. Okay, this once you purchase a battery, and that battery can run for a long time. Okay, immediately their action doesn't get over. Immediately, okay, it takes that means this process, this chemical process which are taking place in the cell is slow, so therefore they can last for a long time. So this is about the dry cell. Thank you.